There we go.
Ta-da.
I got one. This is a long fortune. All right. It says Google Chrome will summarize entire articles for you with built-in generative AI.
Yep.
To me, this is the downfall of civilization.
Michael Scott.
That's actually exactly what I wrote.
This right here, downfall of civilization. You want to talk about it? I feel like this is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
No one reads anything anymore.
So when we first started talking about things like ChatGPT, like when this first came onto the scene, and Bard, and like also Bing, specifically Bing, and how it would like summarize articles for you and all that stuff, we had this long discussion about like, how is the internet still going to work? Because people need to read articles in order for those websites to get paid to pay the people to write the articles so that people can read the articles. And, you know, Bing, Microsoft, they kind of just went very haphazard, and they're just like, we need to be first, we need to be first, we need to be first. They just put out all these features, didn't really care about how it would affect the internet. Google took a very long time, and we were like, they've got a lot to lose. Of course, they're thinking very critically about how this affects writers, all this stuff, how it's going to work. But the more time goes on, it seems like they're not thinking very critically about how this affects writers and stuff. Currently, there's something called the Google Search Generative Experience, which you can
have it enabled.
Yeah, me too. You can opt into it. Anytime you Google something, it basically like gives you a bullet list of your answer or just things related to your question. And it does give you 3 of the top source links that you can then click into. Not the best, but at least they're trying. With this, you'll be on an article, which I guess you already clicked on the article, right? But then you click a button that just says summarize this for me, and it just gives you a bulleted list of the main points of the article.
Yeah, because you're in Chrome. So you're in Google Chrome, and you pulled up a website, it's got an article on it, and you're like, you know how you probably see sometimes that translate button where you're like, oh, I pulled up a website, it's Spanish, let me hit the translate button, it automatically gives me the English version. Probably just gives you a summarize button. You click that, probably a little bubble pops up over the top of the article with an ad-free short text box version of like a summary of the article, and then you got your info, and then you peace out. My article reading habits are like, I guess I could kind of divide it into a couple different categories. Like I either read an article for like all of the information in it, like if I'm reading a review, or I'm reading it for like one fact.
Command F immediately.
One fact, or I'm reading it for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like a car review or like some random article about a story that's interesting. And I'm reading it because it's an entertaining article. And I feel like this totally erases all of those.
Yes.
Like if I'm reading for entertainment, I don't want to use this feature. I want to read the article anyway for entertainment. But if I came for the fact, like this is going to summarize it and find the fact, just like Command F would. And if I came for like a review, I hate to say it, but this is probably going to do a really good job of summarizing a review, too.
There's a reason, like, I think it's Android Police or Android Central. Probably all of the Android websites probably do this now. At some point near the end of when I was at Android Authority, everyone started making this, like, what you need to know section at the very top that was just a list of positives and negatives.
Just deliver that.
And then they would also do the entire review.
Yeah.
Although for some low brow stuff that not as many people were interested in, they would just do that. And that already seemed like a problem. But there's inherently a very weird tension here because Google traditionally has awarded articles that are longer and like has displayed you better on Google, has ranked you better on Google if your article is longer.